Welcome back to High School Backups Podcast. My name is Jake. I am here with Kyle and Nick, and this will be our final pre-draft offseason grade video that we'll be doing for you. We've got the NFC West last, and I mean, this is a division that really, besides one team, hasn't done much. I'd say that one team has a really good grade, while the others really haven't done much to get better. We'll start with the 49ers. I think they lost a lot of talent, and they haven't really replenished it. Adding Steve Wilkes as their defensive coordinator, I think, is a bonus. I like the way that Steve Wilkes coached Carolina last year, at the end of last year, as their interim. They did lose Mike McGlinchey, Jimmy Garoppolo, Samson Ebukam, Charles Omenihu, Jimmy Ward, Emmanuel Mosley, and Aziz Al-Shaair, which is a lot of talent, especially on the defensive side of the football. They added Javon Hargrave, and that's really all of note. They added Clelin Ferrell, Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold to their quarterback room doesn't move the needle. So honestly, all in all, I give it a C minus. I think when you have Kyle Shanahan as your head coach, that gives you a little bit of a bump. You're allowed to lose more talent, and he'll figure it out. But I mean, I don't know what they're going to do at quarterback. I don't know how good this defense is going to be after losing a lot of talent, and I don't love the offseason.
I love Sam Darnold solely for the fact that he can see ghosts wherever he plays. Like that to me automatically makes him a ghost. But other than that, the Niners losing D'Amico Ryans, like
That's also a big loss.
That's a massive loss. So like I think a C minus is generous, to be honest. Like
Yeah,
I
was
would be
being
okay.
D+.
I was thinking like the Niners lost a lot and didn't really bring in that much to replace it. So like
I'm willing to hit them with a D plus.
I don't know. I look at it and I'm like, yeah, you were in the NFC Championship. You might not even make the playoffs next year, so that's a little
okay.
And
I
as
still
much
think
as
they might,
sorry, go
because-
ahead, Kyle.
I was gonna say like I still think they might make the playoffs because CMC alone can win them games. But
And
that's another conversation.
as much
for
as
another-
I like Brock Purdy, he did tear his UCL, and who knows how good he's going to be if he comes back. When, but if. And I don't like Trey Lance, as we were talking about in the last video, just slightly off track. And I don't think Sam Darnold does it for you. So,
he sees ghosts.
find
Jake.
yourself a
Come on.
fucking quarterback, San Fran, and maybe we'll talk.
Yeah, they had Jimmy G. They gave him away. So
Yeah, I know, right? Moving to the Cardinals, I just gave them a C plus. I think they got slightly better. They didn't make any moves to get significantly better. They added Kaiser White, which I think is a bonus to their defense, and I like the re-signing of Will Hernandez. Hiring Gannon as their head coach is a pretty good move. They got better at head coaching wise. Cliff Kingsbury was an awful head coach. I think Gannon could be okay. They did lose Golden and Anderson. Don't love that, but again, slightly better. Nothing moves the needle for them. They need Kyler to come back healthy.
Joe could make a difference here.
Who?
What they get for D-Hop.
Yeah, that's fair.
That could
That's
be a
fair.
huge difference. That could really adjust this either way. If they only get like a second for D-Hop, I don't know if that's very good return on D-Hop.
If they get like a second and then multiple late round picks, I'd be like, okay, that's cool. Like, that's fine. If they get a first, then yeah, we'll be talking about a really good offseason, but I don't think they get the first.
Yeah, that's my only really addition.
Yeah, I don't think the Cardinals have really done like the rumors circulating around D-Hop. I think really drags down whatever success they could have had here. Like, I don't think they've done anything. Would you give them a C plus?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fine.
Like, basically just because of hiring Gannon and getting rid of Cliff Kingsbury. That's the C
Yeah.
plus. That's the
like-
most.
That's fair.
The Rams, their offseason wasn't as bad as the Packers, but it's still godforsakenly awful. They get a D minus from me. They haven't added anybody. They did add Mike LaFleur as their offensive coordinator, but like, who cares? They lost Bobby Wagner. They lost Baker Mayfield. They lost Tyler Rapp, and they traded Jalen Ramsey to Miami for, I think it was a second and like a third string tight end. So
Yeah,
It's not good.
I think you were generous. I was gonna give him an F2. They lost Matt Gay, Baker Mayfield, Bobby Wagner, Jalen Ramsey. Like and then they didn't bring anyone in.
They
either.
lost Tyler Rapp as well.
they lost Tyler Rapp.
Tyler Rapp.
That's the biggest L. That's the biggest one.
It
like,
might be.
The Rams got significantly worse.
You know
Like,
the only
to me,
positive
yeah.
here? They're hitting the reset button, and they also shedded like $80 million in cap.
Yeah, so that's a
might
huge
be the only
W, but
positive. Is that good for right now this offseason? Not so much.
no.
Yeah, they also need to get rid of Stafford in his contract, but
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
other
they
big
got
one.
rid of Booby Wagner.
Yeah, I just noticed that. Oh, you guys made that typo. Okay.
no, I
No, it
didn't.
was
No, that
there.
was
It was
you.
not
there.
there.
That
It was
was you.
not
was
there.
there. It was
Okay,
there, Jake.
okay,
I'll look
okay.
at revision history. It was there.
That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, they lost Booby, who actually is a big plus to the last NFC West team we're going to talk about with the Seattle Seahawks. I do love the talent that Seattle brought in. I like the fact that they re-signed Geno Smith. He had a really good year last year. I think his veteran quarterback presence helps the team, and I think he can continue to thrive in Seattle. They also added Draymond Jones, which is a great underrated move. I love that. Bringing in Julian Love from New York is a good move. Bringing in Jaron Reed was a good move. Bobby Wagner and Devin Bush are very, very similar style players. I think Bobby Wagner can teach Devin Bush a lot. And they added Evan Brown. So they got significantly better on the defensive side of the ball where they struggled last year, and they didn't really get worse anywhere else. They lost LJ Collier, okay. They lost Rashard Penny, who can't stay healthy anyway, and they lost Cody Barton, not a big deal. Like, they'll be all right. This team got better. It's a B+.
Yeah, I think Seattle's clearing the way, going to win this division next year, which is hilarious considering at the start of last year we all said Seattle was going to be awful. So that's hilarious how fast Seattle changed everything in our eyes. I do think the Julian Love addition is massive. He was a big part to the success in New York. I am going to miss him. I wish him all the best of luck in Seattle. I do think the loss of Rashad Penny, though, is slightly big. That's really their only big departure. However, he can't stay healthy, so... Plus, they still have Kenneth Walker, so, like, yeah. I like where Seattle's at. I think they're great. I think I would give them an A-, to be honest, because I do think they got...
Might go to A-. I think they deserve to be in that top tier.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they got better, so... I think they're...
Penny is a huge deal. Kenneth Walker was already the starter last year. So.
Yeah, but that's why I said. But even so, like I still think Rashad Penny is their biggest loss, and that says a lot.
Yeah, because
That says they didn't lose anyone. Like
Yeah,
that's
really.
what I'm saying. Like
They didn't lose anything of
Yeah.
important here. And Bobby Wagner's back, and that's a huge W for
Huge
for-
W.
So that's it. That's all I got.
All right, guys. Make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications. This is going to be our last pre-draft NFL offseason grades. We'll go back and redo them after the draft to see what changed. Make sure to follow us on all of our social medias, High School Backups at Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And on that note, thanks to y'all for watching. Peace.